Hello and welcome to our channel Football Fanatics. My name is Raza and today I am going to discuss about how ready are Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester City, Arsenal, United and Spurs for English Premier League season 2022 and 23. So before going towards our vlog, if you haven't subscribed our channel then please subscribe our channel and click the bell icon button to get latest updates of football. So coming back to our vlog, the 2022 and 23 Premier League season kicks off on Friday when Arsenal travel to Crystal Palace, and it already looks as though the top six in the table will once again be contested by the so-called Big Six of City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham, United, and the Gunners. Defending champion City starts the season as title favourites, and to become only the fifth club in English football history to win three in succession, with Liverpool likely to be their closest challenger. Spurs, Chelsea, United, and Arsenal will likely then battle it out for the remaining two Champions League qualification spots. But how ready are the top teams for the start of the season? Can anyone get any idea? Or can anyone get off to a flyer following their preseason campaigns, or are they unprepared after starting late and struggling to find consistency and fitness? Now their preseason preparations have been completed. Football Fanatic assesses which of the big six are ready and which are going into the campaign with issues still to address. So let's start with the Manchester City. City have taken a different approach to their rivals in the preseason, with Guardiola sides playing have just three games ahead of the Premier League opener against West Ham this Sunday. The squad also started training later than anyone else by reporting back on July 11, 3 days after Arsenal played their first friendly against Nuremberg in Germany. First six games are against West Ham, Bournemouth, Newcastle, Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest, and Aston Villa. Although City secured two victories in friendlies against Club America and Bayern Munich in the United States, they were beaten 3-1 by Liverpool in the Community Shield, and there appeared to be an obvious gulf in the fitness and readiness of the two teams at the King Power Stadium. Sources have told Football Fanatics that City's late start to pre-season and reduced workload in terms of friendlies was a strategic decision based on the length of the campaign ahead, which runs until the Champions League final on June 10 because of the impact of the scheduling of 2022 World Cup in Qatar that will held between November 21 and December 18. The view within the Ittihad is that the benefits will pay off towards the end of the season when the players will be fresher as compared to their rivals. The downside is the risk of a slow start in the Premier League, so City should be vulnerable when they travel to West Ham this weekend. Our verdict is that City have certainly taken a gamble with their shortened preseason, but if they can avoid early defeats, they could be stronger than the rest towards the end. So our second team is Liverpool. Liverpool played six games in preseason, but manager Klopp is so concerned by what he believes to be his side's lack of preparation time that he instructed the club to arrange another friendly 24 hours after the Premier League opener against Fulham on Saturday. Liverpool's first six games are against Fulham, Crystal Palace, United, Bournemouth, Newcastle, and Everton. Having been beaten Champion City so impressively in the Community Shield, Klopp's worries about the shape of his squad seem to be unfounded. But Liverpool have had mixed results since starting preseason training on July 4, a week earlier than City, winning three and losing three of their games. Liverpool lost 4 to Manchester United in Bangkok, were beaten 1-0 by Salzburg in Austria, and suffered a 3-0 defeat against Strasbourg at Anfield on July 31. Less than 24 hours after beating City in the Community Shield, albeit with a largely second string side. But wins against Leipzig 5-0, Crystal Palace 2-0, and City 3-1 have been the positive from a period that has been so Liverpool clock up the air miles with games in Thailand, Singapore, Germany, and Austria. So our verdict on Liverpool's Community Shield win against City should have allowed some of the club's concerns about his team's preparation. However, a tough opening round of fixtures includes trips to Manchester United and Everton before the September international break, so Liverpool will need to make a strong start. Our next team is Spurs. Tottenham coach Conte has always made it clear that he needs a full preseason to assert his authority and personality on a squad, and the former Chelsea and Inter Milan boss has taken full advantage of his first summer at Spurs. First six games are against Southampton, Chelsea, Wolves, Nottingham Forest, West Ham, and Fulham. The first team squad reported back for duty on July 4 before flying to South Korea for a two-game tournament against a K-League 11 and Sevilla. A 6-3 win against the K-League and 1-1 draw against Sevilla were positive results, but the most eye-catching outcome of the trip to Seoul was video footage of Conte's demanding training regime, which saw the players doing endurance, sapping run-ups down the pitch in searing heat and humidity. Harry Kane and Song were both pictured struggling with the demands of Conte's physical exertion, but at his previous club's high level of fitness banked in pre-season have led to Conte's team challenging for titles, so he will be hoping to repeat the process at Spurs. A 2-1 win against Rangers in Glasgow, followed by a 1-0 defeat against Jose Mourinho's Roma in Israel, completed Tottenham's four-game warm-up campaign. Our verdict on Tottenham is four games is a below average number of preseason friendlies, but Conte has always favored hard work on the training ground over accumulation of minutes on the pitch. So he is sticking to a tried and tested method. Spurs will be fit and strong when the season starts. But the big question will be whether they can sustain it until the end of the campaign. That's a big question. Our fourth team is Chelsea. It has been a tough preseason campaign for Chelsea, with coach Tuchel complaining of a worrying lack of progress and cohesion following a 4-0 defeat against Arsenal in Florida on July 24. First six games of Chelsea are against Everton, Spurs, Leeds, Leicester City, Southampton, and West Ham. Some senior players, including Antonio Rudiger, Lukaku, Christian, have left Stamford Bridge this summer, with Raheem Sterling and Koulibaly arriving during the tour of the United States. Training began on July 2nd for those not involved in the June international break, with others returning on July 8 ahead of the three-game trip to US, which saw a 2-1 win against Club America in Las Vegas and 1-1 draw against Charlotte FC in North Carolina prior to the defeat against Arsenal. A 3-1 win against Udinese in Italy on July 29 completed the pre-season schedule and helped steady the ship ahead of the Premier League opener at Everton on Saturday. But an ongoing search for reinforcement and Tuchel's concerns suggest a bumpy ride ahead for Chelsea. Verdict: it is a rare for a top coach to make such outspoken comments about the readiness and attitude of his players during preseason, so all is not well at Chelsea. A good start will banish much of the negativity, but the flip side is that if they are slow out of the block, then it will be accelerate the tension of the summer. Our next team is Arsenal. Arsenal have enjoyed a flawless preseason, winning all five games in Germany, the US, and the Emirates, as per their routine. For a club that has endured a catalogue of troubled summers in recent years, the value of simply winning and injecting positivity ahead of the new season cannot be overrated. Arsenal first six games are against Crystal Palace, Leicester, Bournemouth, Fulham, Aston Villa, and Manchester United. A staggered return starting from some players on July 27 and ending with the internationals on July 11 has worked in Arsenal's favour, judging by their performances on the pitch. The Gunners beat Nuremberg 5-3 in Germany on July 8 before wins against Everton 2-0, Orlando City 3-1, and Chelsea 4-0 on the tour of the US. A 6-0 win against Sevilla at the Emirates on July 30 completed the warm-up program. New 45 million signing Jesus scored 7 goals in 5 games with 3 clean sheets in those 5 wins will also be a boost for Michael Arteta, whose team missed out on a Champions League spot last season after failing to keep a clean sheet in any of their last 10 Champions League games. Our verdict is preseason is really a reliable guide to what lies ahead, but Arsenal have aced their summer campaign that will give Arteta and his squad huge confidence going into the opener against Crystal Palace. Arsenal look fit, sharp, so they can have given themselves the perfect launchpad. Our next team is Manchester United. New manager Ten Hag started preseason training with the majority of the United squad reporting back as early as June 27. United recording their worst ever Premier League season in 21-22 season. The former Ajax coach wanted additional time to introduce his methods and improve the squad fitness following the dismal last campaign. United's first six games are against Brighton, Brentford, Liverpool, Southampton, Leicester, and Arsenal. Performances in the preseason are mixed and matched. They have prompted to an early upturn, and it has been a busy summer with United playing six games on three different continents, including a 10-day training camp in Australia. United open up with a 4-0 win against Liverpool in Bangkok before victories against Melbourne victory 4-1, Crystal Palace 3-1 in Melbourne. A 2-2 draw against Aston Villa in Perth was followed by a 1-0 loss to Atletico Madrid in Oslo and a 1-1 draw against Vallecano at Old Trafford on July 31. So there has been something of a reality check ahead of the Premier League opener at home to Brighton on Sunday. Ten Hag and his squad have travelled further than any of their Big Six rivals, and nobody has played more games, so there can be no suggestions of a lack of preparation time. But on-field issues, including the future of Cristiano Ronaldo, who played just 45 minutes on preseason and left at halftime of the Rayo game, and the failure to sign Barcelona midfielder Frank de Jong, continue to cast a shadow over the new campaign. Verdict. Our verdict is that all managers like to work on problems ahead of new season, so Ten Hag will benefit from the run of three games without a win in terms of being able to point out work still needed to be done. The new manager has been able to find an attacking blend along. The new manager has been able to find an attacking blend with Rashford, Marshall, and Sancho, and United appears a happier environment. So preseason has been largely positive for United. So guys, that's all for today. And if you haven't subscribed our channel, then please subscribe our channel and get latest updates from Football Fanatics. See you in our next vlog. Till then, it's goodbye.